All right. What's your name? Where do you live? And what's your profession, sir?
Well, my name is Jonathan Stefanos. I go by Jan or Yanni sometimes. I live in Bowie, Maryland. For those who don't know, it's outskirts of Washington, D.C. And I'm a consultant director helping large and medium private companies transform their data and analytics platforms to stay competitive or ahead of the competition. That's what I do.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah.
So, what is Push Alliance to you?
Push Alliance is a personal, I would say for me, it's a personal compass. Help me focus towards on my own true north. And more specifically, it's helping me to be more deliberate with my time and helping me find balances between different aspects of my life.
Thank you. What are the two most significant realizations or awareness thoughts that you've had since you began pushing?
So I started Push mid 2020 when COVID had full grip in our lives, and it became very clear to me that I need more accountability on my physical, mental, and community contribution. And pushing, I became more aware of managing my attention instead of managing my time. And that was a significant awareness, and that helped me a lot once I started shifting my thinking in that way. And then also, majority of my life I've focused on more towards endurance kind of, sports, running, biking, and swimming and things like that. But now, with the help of Push and Beyond Yourself, I'm opening up a new chapter of fitness for myself and getting stronger and looking at a different aspect of my physique.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, man. I'm really glad to be able to assist you on that journey. Where your mind is set up, I know you're going to get there, so it's going to be really amazing once you do.
Yeah.
What are your two most significant accomplishments since you started?
Since I started, I would say one of my most significant accomplishments is the reading target that I had. And I was able to finish the books that I had to finish by 2020. So with the help of the structure that Push brought, and which I put on my plan, I was able to finish it. But with all the other stuff that was going on in my work life, it would have been difficult without Push. So that's a good accomplishment. And then, of course, other miscellaneous home projects and things like that I have started. I have making good, progress with that. Working with my family to make a plan and finish on those projects.
Sidebar question, just because I know that you understand the value of reading and personal development. I wanted to know why is the reading so important to you?
I think most of even though, you get your education, you go to school or you have experience through work, I think reading is where I tend to learn the most and then tend to open up more, wider of aperture of my thinking. Right? Sometimes I might have this narrow way of thinking. Really reading is the one that kind of really opens up and helps me see things in a different way. And I see big value on that. So throughout the years, I started building that myself and my wife. We started reading more books or ebooks to get through more content to be able to understand, concepts and things like that. So I think that's why I do it and consistently do it.
Yeah, I think it's big. I think, like you mentioned, A lot of times after people finish school, we kind of stop learning.
Yeah.
As a result of like reading, we only read the stuff that we had to when we had to do it. But there's so much to gain from continuing to intake information because the inputs, create the outputs. So if we're not taking anything in, right, we're not learning or growing, nothing will come from that. And that was one of the things I immediately kind of noticed from you when you came on board, that you really like to read. And in talking to you, you can easily kind of gather that. So I think that's awesome, man.
Absolutely, thank you.
Well, what's been your biggest challenge thus far and why?
I think the biggest challenge it was, and I think still is establishing the routine and consistency that I need with the new habits that I have to form, and that's going to be one thing that I'm going to be working on this year, and it's for me, it's a year of consistency, 2021, and then building those things that I put on the push plan are done in a consistent manner, and I see how Dion do it and the push community does it. It's very inspiring, and to be able to build that consistency. For example, waking up at 4:30 in the morning and doing all the things that you need to be doing and allowing that time for yourself before your crazy day starts. It's a routine that I'm trying to establish. But that's I would say that's the hardest thing for me.
Well, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the push planning tool?
Push planning tool, I would say, further structured my personal goals, and which deserved the same amount of discipline, right, and attention and measurability that you need, structure that you need, as same as you do with your professional life, right? And that I was not doing before. Even though I have a goal, it's probably you write it down on something and then either forget it or you do it, right? So, but I think push is like very structured right there, and then you see the greens, the yellows, the reds. So it's pretty good that way, and if you can't measure, you can't improve it. So that's certainly why the value of push plan tool.
I think it's pretty funny how we attack our work, our work or our careers in one way. We have these lists and we have these meetings and all this stuff for our career, but then it comes to our personal life and we're just winging it.
Exactly.
So we have that same energy, right, towards ourselves as we do towards our career. And the same way you progress in a wonderful way in your career, we can make the same progress within our personal lives. It's just, what we focus on expands. That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah.
And I take it as, it definitely helps me in that area as well. What do you like most about Push currently?
I would say the penalty burpees. Joking.
Really?
I'm just joking. Yeah, I need to be clear there.
Well, you might have a love for pain, So
no. So I think I would say it's the diverse community. I think it's very awesome. The different perspectives and thinking that I hear when we meet together. The safe and no judgment zone. I feel very comfortable in sharing, if the week goes by well or not. I think I enjoy that. And most importantly is the way push brings the accountability to yourself, right? So I think on a daily basis, I think about it. Right now I'm nervous about this week because, it's been I'm not quite where I should be, so I'm gonna make it count for next 2 weeks, for next 2 days, right? So that accountability and fear and hungriness that is there to get it done, I think that's the most value I see, and I think those are important to me at the moment.
Great. Thanks, man. Glad you're enjoying it. And with that, is there anything you'd like to share prior to closing out?
So, in closing remarks, I would say, Dion, I mean, thank you to you, right, for being a great coach and a great lead in this program. And I can see the program will continue to help me pave the way to my personal true north, right? So I think we keep this, doing it and having accountability with each other. I think many things can be done.
Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, sir. Okay, well, I think that kind of wraps it up, man. And I'm looking forward to all of our continued progress and the great things that are coming forward and forth from you. So, have a great day, sir.
Thank you, Dion. Enjoy your day.